4 brilliant minds, 1 medical trivia showdown. Who will be crowned the champ?
Round 1.
What type of connective tissue connects bones to bone?
Ligament.
What organ or which organ is responsible for filtering waste from the blood?
Kidney.
Which blood vessel carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart?
Pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein.
Which cranial nerve is responsible for vision?
2.
Optic.
Optic.
What's the medical term for inflammation of the liver?
2.
Hepatitis.
What is the most common cause of Cushing's syndrome?
Of what?
Cushing's syndrome.
Cortisol.
Which bacterial infection is associated with peptic ulcers?
Helicobacter pylori.
What does hematopoiesis refer to?
Formation of blood cells.
What does idiopathic mean?
What?
What does idiopathic?
Of no or no source. Or no, like or no cause. Or no cause.
Round 2.
Which hormone increases blood sugar level?
Insulin. No glucagon.
Which organ is primarily responsible for drug metabolism?
Liver.
What's the name of the instrument used to measure blood pressure?
Sphygmometer.
Manometer. Manometer.
What genetic disorder is caused by trisomy 21 and features intellectual disability?
Down syndrome.
Which syndrome is caused by 47XX?
Planifeta.
What disorder is caused by adrenal insufficiency and presents with hyperpigmentation, hypertension, and weight loss?
Cushing. Addison.
Which syndrome is caused by trisomy 18 is associated with clenched fists, intellectual disability, and congenital heart defects?
Edward.
What is the medical term for the voice box?
Larynx.
Which muscle separates the thorax from the
Diaphragm.
Round 3.
What does anosmia mean?
You can smell.
What type of doctor specializes in kidney disease?
Gastrologist.
No, endocrinologist.
Hey!
Which medical specialty focuses on the endocrine system?
Endocrinologist.
Gist. She said gist. That's the doctor. I said
Specialty.
endocrinology. And yeah, you said gist.
No, you said which specialty?
And not the who is the doctor?
Who specializes in diagnosing disease via microscopic examination?
A pathologist.
What type of specialist treats
Specialist.
treats disorders of ears,
Audiologist.
Otolaryngologist. I like pronounce it.
Hey.
otolaryngologist. Which type of blood type is universal
Oh.
donor for plasma?
No,
Not
it's
type
not.
O. Type
Um,
AB.
Yes,
type
AB. Yes.
What is the average lifespan of red blood cells?
120 days.
Which neurotransmitter is primarily involved in Parkinson's disease?
Glutamine.
Adrenaline.
Acetylcholine. Epinephrine. Dopamine. For Parkinson's.
Round 4.
What is the longest part of the digestive system?
Large intestine.
Small intestine.
Which gland is known as the master gland of the endocrine system?
Pituitary.
Pituitary gland.
What is the name of the acid found in stomach that helps digest food?
HCl.
Yes.
What is the name of the finger-like projections in the small intestine that absorbs nutrients?
Villi.
What condition results from destruction of beta cells in the pancreas?
What?
Diabetes mellitus.
What is genetic disorder that results as a result of absence of clotting factors?
Hemophilia. Yes. Hemophilia.
Which autoimmune diseases attacks the myelin sheaths of the nerves?
Multiple sclerosis.
Which part of the eye controls the amount of light that enters into the eye?
Cornea.
Sclera. Pupil. Sclera. The pupil. Yeah, okay.
Round 5.
Which part of the brain controls vital functions like breathing and heart rate?
Medulla oblongata.
What is the only bone in the human body that is not connected to another bone?
Head.
Okay.
What is the name of the valve between the left atrium and left ventricle?
Mitral.
Bicuspid valve.
What type of epithelium lines the alveoli of the lungs?
Simple columnar. Simple squamous.
What is the main function of the parathyroid gland?
It releases it's calcium is related to calcium. Calcium.
Okay.
What part of the nephron is responsible for filtration?
That's
Glomerulus.
Which structure connects the two hemispheres of the brain?
The corpus callosum. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which vitamin is produced in skin when exposed to sunlight?
Vitamin D.
What is the function of the station tube?
It
Session
it
2.
carries it helps with reducing
Auditory.
pressure, like in the ear. Yeah.
Round 6.
Which structure prevents food from entering into the windpipe?
Epiglottis.
Epiglottis. Which white blood cells are the most abundant in the blood?
Leukocytes.
No, neutrophils.
Which organ in the body produces insulin?
Pancreas.
Pancreas.
Yes, pancreas.
Pancreas. What's the primary function of the cerebellum?
It's
It's
for
it's it's for motion, movement,
no
balance.
involuntary movement.
Balance. What is the longest vein in the human body?
Savinus.
Which syndrome caused by trisomy 13 presents with cleft lip, polydactyly, and severe neurological abnormality?
Fatal.
Fat-
Fatal.
Fatal. What organ or which organ stores and concentrates bile?
The bile duct. Gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder. Which virus is the main cause of cervical cancer? I need the full meaning.
HPV.
I need the full.
Human papilloma virus.
Human papillomavirus. Which blood component is responsible for clotting?
Platelet.
What is the medical term for a heart attack?
Myocardial infarction.
What is the medical term for high blood pressure?
Hypertension.
Which layer of the skin contains blood vessels and nerves?
Dermis.
Dermis.
Final round.
What flag is this?
Japan.
What is the longest running TV show in the world?
Longest running. BNN
No.
and BBN.
CN.
CCN.
Oh,
Walking Dead. Walking Dead.
Game of Thrones. Can I be Game of Thrones?
Vampire Diaries. Harry Potter. Minions.
Simpsons.
Who developed the theory of relativity?
Albert Einstein.
What's the capital of Brazil?
Brasilia. Brasilia. I answered first.
Brasilia.
What is the largest artery in the human body?
Aorta. Aorta.
What is the process of heat production in the human body called?
Thermogenesis.
What is the outermost layer of the human skin?
Epidermis.
What is the common name for the clavicle?
Clavicle. Collabo.
What is the next prime number after 11?
13.
13.
If today is Wednesday, what day will it be in 25 days?
25, 22. Sunday.
What percent of what number is equal to 80?
What's the vote number?
320.
200.
What is the average speed of a car that travels 72 kilometers in 3 hours?
72 kilometers in 3 hours.
23.
24.
24.
24.
Which African country has the pyramids of Giza?
Egypt.
Egypt.